Hey Libra, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your January 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Libra, welcome to 2024. The key themes for you this month, we have education, spiritual toolbox, and we also have detox. Makes complete sense with January's energy. Now, what's on the bottom of the deck? Maybe what the underlying energy is for you this month is self-love. And this is really important because when you are coming from a place of self-love, it means that you are nurturing and taking care of yourself, Libra. And we see that coming into full effect here with the detox, educating yourself. There could be new knowledge, new classes, courses, and then spiritual toolbox centered in your energy is really beautiful because you are connecting to your intuition more. You may be listening to your higher self and focusing on things that bring you a higher vibrational frequency, right? This is all about compassion, rest. There is some sort of acceptance going on here, and I feel it's feeling pretty good for you, Libra. This is about self-care, healing, going within, and gaining the confidence that you need to move forward in any area of your life that's felt a little bit stuck, or maybe you've lacked the confidence to do so. If you've lacked confidence maybe in your career, perhaps you are taking a class or there's some sort of education, knowledge, or learning that you are setting the groundwork for in 2024. And you could even be signing up for a class, as we mentioned. This is about online courses, studying, training, going back to school. Maybe you are the teacher or you are the student. This is about you gaining the necessary knowledge through resources in order to make your life better in some way, shape, or form. Some of you could be writing a book as well. You could be turning the chapter. I feel like you're gaining a lot of knowledge to share with others, Libra. Knowledge to share with others. And it could even be in the form of holistic health. It could be in the form of spirituality as well. Maybe you're taking a class on tarot. Maybe you are learning more about, the body, the mind. You may be looking at things from a metaphysical or holistic point of view. And you could be taking that into deep consideration, and not just consideration, but you have action backing it up. So therefore, you're turning it into knowledge because you have the experience. That could be what the education is all about. Now, because you have this spiritual toolbox, some of you could be tarot or oracle readers. You may be connecting your intuition with some gifts that you have here. I do feel like a lot of you are meditating more. You're getting into frequency, into alignment of what you want your 2024 to be. And I will be putting out yearly readings as well next week, but January is a really powerful month, Libra, because you are setting the groundwork, and it looks like a lot of you are getting back to a positive or a healthy self. Body, mind, and soul. Now, some of you are eliminating toxicity. Maybe you are withdrawing from drama. You could be moving into a new paradigm, a new timeline jump where old things, old conversations, old relationships, or things that just don't align with your frequency, you're not interacting with them. You are not giving away your power by being caught up in some sort of drama that's just not worth it. You're releasing things that no longer serve you, right? Some of you could be going on a cleanse, a juice cleanse, or maybe you are looking into some sort of detox. Maybe you're doing a dry January. For others of you, I feel like you're taking a look at your foods, what it is that you put into your body, but it's so much more than just the physical for you, Libra. There must be balance. So physical, emotional, spiritual. I feel like you're taking a look at it all from that holistic point of view, and you're saying, what do I need to do this month to set the groundwork to bring more balance when it comes to my overall health? Okay, so really powerful energy showing up. Now, you also have here your first card out, and this came out strong. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. So a lot of you are looking at these cups that you have up in the air, and you're feeling emotionally like you are ready to go out there and create the life that you want, whether it's independently, whether you are manifesting and chasing your dreams that are maybe solo dreams. Okay, I feel with this 9 of Pentacles, this is about happiness, success, and achievement, but you're recognizing it within yourself. Therefore, if you are wanting to attract partnership or jobs, careers, good health, you're recognizing it within yourself. And that's why you have the self-love as the underlying energy. And as I lift this up, right underneath it is the bliss card. So this is beautiful. This is one of the most abundant energies in this deck here, because a lot of you have done the healing work, right? You have these 3 cards are, the underlying energy. What's pinning the energy here of you making some new healthy choices in your life? It's based on you loving you. And when you love yourself, Libra, you choose to stay in alignment with your higher self, with your integrity and, your soul purpose, instead of getting caught up in side drama or getting caught up in unhealthy patterns or behaviors or relationships. So therefore, because you are respecting yourself, you are in a much better spot. So whatever you're doing, keep on doing it, Libra, because January looks to be a very beautiful time for abundance and happiness and success. And for some of you, you're not going to believe an offer that comes in here. Okay, for some of you, there's an unexpected income. There could be something that shows up out of the blue, and it could be that you've applied for something. You forgot you applied for that grant or for that loan or for that job, or there's just something that you've planted the seeds on that you may have completely forgot about because you didn't necessarily see the growth. And then boom, here it is. There's the offer. And then you have a big yes card. You're seeing the yes card twice. Not only is the yes showing up here in the bliss, it says yes, but you have another card that literally says, just say yes. I mean, some of you could be asked out or asked, maybe there's a proposal or there is, a class. I feel like this month is all about a big old YES, yes, happening for you, because there's some sort of wish fulfillment that you are manifesting. Now, you also have the Hierophant showing up. This is a beautiful energy, again, of possibly teaching, education. You can see that there is, a very wise teacher at the very front of the classroom here. And even though he's teaching some sort of mathematical equations there, I feel like you're learning something that may be difficult for others to comprehend, right? But to you, it's something that's quite exciting. It's something that really lights you up. It's something that comes alive within your soul. So whatever it is that you are learning, whether it's in a traditional sense, whether you're learning it online or you're learning some valuable things about yourself through travel, through health, through, meeting new people, through friendships, there's a sense of learning and there's a teachable moment here. You're the student, you're the teacher. It does not matter. We fluctuate between both, but I feel like you're taking a deep dive into, your commitments. What are you committing yourself to in 2024? And that's what this is all about. I feel like you're committing yourself to self-love. This year is all about you. This is a really beautiful year. Make sure you check out your yearly reading and see if you have some of the same cards showing up here. It wouldn't surprise me, because I do feel for a lot of you Librans out there, this is your year. Because you've raised your vibrations, you've done the work. Maybe the last few years have been a little bit difficult or a little bit challenging, and not to say that you're never going to have a challenging or difficult moment, but I feel like there's been a lot of growth. It's almost like the worst is behind you here, Libra, where 2024, you can take everything that you've acquired, all of the good, the bad, the ugly, and there's something here with integrating it into your life. It's like passing this exam. And if you look on the blackboard there, or on the chalkboard, I mean, some of these equations, G I can't even say them. They look like they're out of this world. I mean, if you're a math major, maybe you could get some of these, but I feel like the message is something that you want to know more about, maybe even on a deeper soul level. Maybe it does have to do again with health, with body, with spirituality. I feel like you're learning it and now you may be able to teach it. So some of you are wise teachers, coaches, mentors, healers, maybe tarot readers. I feel like there is something that you have graduated and it's turning into a wish come true here for you. This is beautiful. You have a second chance. I mean, Judgment card showing up. You have the two major arcanas, Judgment and the Hierophant, which are both yes cards itself as well in the major arcana. So when the Judgment card comes in, this is an opportunity for you, Libra, to change your life for the better. This is an opportune moment for you to go through this spiritual awakening, which a lot of you already have, but now to take what you have learned through that awakening. That was the whole point, right? And now doing something with it. And as I said that, they just showed me 11:11 on the clock. So Judgment energy is about you kind of waking up from this place of quiet, from a place of maybe even death for some of you. It may have felt like a piece of you had died, or maybe a piece of you needed to go through that. A piece of you did die in the process. There's a part of you that went through a major ending, a major cycle, in order for you to kind of be reborn again. Okay. And I feel with this Judgment, you've healed some major wounds of the past. You've forgiven, you've understood that this change was part of the process, but now you have a second chance to wake up and to live life in a new way. And that's what you're doing, because the next card here is Temperance. Another major arcana. Wow. And this Temperance is the energy of, weighing up some options as well, but it's also the energy of infinity. You can see this 8 showing up here, and it's almost like something coming back around again. Okay, that's the energy of, coming full circle or just tapping into that infinite possibility. But I also see here that you've had to overcome a lot yourself with the Temperance. A lot of you've had to compromise, you've had to moderate, you've had to learn the art of patience, you've had to work on your control, right? And maybe at one point, Libra, there was a part of you that went to extremes in spending, extremes in food, extremes in your health, extremes in relationships, extremes in one sense of self-control or even temper. But because you have been doing that healing work, because you're finally at that place of self-love, which is the biggest lesson of all. It really is, especially when we go through difficult situations. And we can come out stronger, right? You've learned to go within to find a sense of solace instead of going to extremes. And that's so very important for you and your scales, Libra. And when you have the Temperance card showing up, your patience is paying off. And that's why you have the wish fulfillment. There's still going to be some things in January where you're setting the groundwork, and I feel like there's a big wish coming in. There's something really beautiful coming in January, but I also get that there's going to be a few big months throughout 2024 that are going to just feel absolutely magnificent. It's going to feel like this bliss, which literally says heaven on earth. This is the wish fulfillment card. So you're going to have many, many months. So we'll take a peek into that further when we do the yearly readings, but that's what I'm getting here for you. Now, you also have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Some of you Librans are rebuilding your sense of stability when it comes to finances, when it comes to money, when it comes to you stepping into your masculine energy, because this King of Swords, even though this is Aquarian energy, it's air. And I feel like you're opening your heart to not just thinking, logically about things, because the King of Swords, he's very logical. He's also very intelligent, very truthful. He's going to tell you how it is, right? He doesn't sugarcoat things. But I feel like some of you Librans, you're taking the qualities of the beautiful air element that you are, and you could profit, make money from being able to help people from the wisdom, the knowledge that you've gained here. Okay, for others of you, you may be going back to school so you can, educate yourself. I mean, you see on the King of Swords, and for some of you, this King of Pentacles is someone else offering you this new opportunity to kind of take this path that leads towards enlightenment or leads towards abundance, because you can see that this path is pretty lit up here in the background. And I feel with this King of Swords representing your energy as well, I feel like you have the books on the King of Swords. You see the library in the background there. So you have the knowledge, but you also have the energy of this King of Pentacles because you have the experience. Okay, so what I'm getting here is you are definitely taking something to the next level, and you're not being so serious this year. I feel like there is a sense of seriousness, of course, but you're having a little more fun. There's more play involved. And I feel like you're connecting straight to source with the spiritual toolbox. It's like you're enhancing your spiritual gifts by trusting. There's a big level of trust here. And because you have two kings showing up in your energy, I feel like you're trusting in the steps that you are taking to move forward. Okay, for some of you, this could be a same-sex relationship. For others of you, it is you connecting with a divine counterpart of some sort, maybe in love, maybe in business, maybe it's a mentor or a teacher, but it's someone who complements your energy. It's someone who I feel like these two can work very well together. Let's clarify if this is not, I feel like for some of you, well, for a lot of you, for all of you, this could be two stories that both resonate with you, where you're both carrying the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles energy, but you're blending it because that's part of the temperance, the blending, right? Look at one of these circles over here is the King of Swords. One's the King of Pentacles. So you're using your logical mind, your analytical mind, and your knowledge, your education to bank off of it in a way, to profit, to make money, to survive here on earth. But you're also building your own empire in a way. I feel like this is big boss energy, and you're focusing on success. You're focusing on growth, your abundance this year. And I feel like a lot of you were struggling maybe financially, or there was a little bit of a, imbalance with the temperance here showing up. Some of you, there were some deep extremes that you've had to work on mastering. You've had to be patient as you waited for something to grow. But showing up in two kings here, this could also be you attracting another helpful energy to be able to do this. So it's not necessarily just on your own, because you have the wish fulfillment coming in here. Spirit, can we clarify the double king energy showing up for Libra? What does Libra need to know about this double King of Swords and King of Pentacles, please? For some of you, I feel like you're meeting someone who's on the same page as you, again, with the books, the same page. But this person, maybe they have the money to back up an idea that you have. Or this could be a friend that comes in and both of you join forces to build up a business or something of that nature. Yeah, Five of Cups. You are recovering a sense of emotional loss for some of you. This could be, a partnership where maybe there was just a lot of power struggles, or maybe there was a lot of imbalance. Okay, you have the Tower showing up here. I feel like you dodged a bullet. Tower in reverse. Yeah, because the Five of Cups says that you're healing from some sort of loss. Some sort of loss here with the Tower. It could be a job loss for some of you. This tower, it wasn't fun. Okay, sometimes the tower can be unexpected change for the better, but because you have the Five of Cups, I feel like it wasn't a very fun tower moment. Spirit, can you please tell me just a tad bit about the tower? I feel like this is past though. This is past energy because now you're showing up in the King. Okay, let's take a look here. What else do we need to know about the tower? What's this tower for Libra? Okay, Eight of Cups. Yeah, some sort of routine that maybe became too stagnant. Some of you, it was became unhealthy. Maybe it was overeating. Maybe it was, you know, indulging to the extremes within your drinking or smoking. For others of you, it was fearing change in a relationship. I mean, it's Cups energy. So whatever this was, it was something close to your heart with the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups. But you are now embracing some big changes, and you've learned a lot of lessons here. You've also learned to lean on your spirituality or your, you know, spiritual toolbox here. And I feel like you are now changing up that routine by leaving or walking away from something, because what do you walk right into? Your Nine of Cups. So remember, this is past energy that we are clarifying here. You've come out of a tower moment, some sort of disappointment, some sort of emotional loss, and you are forced to kind of walk away from that, but that's good. The tower forced you out of this comfort zone, as we'll call it, or some sort of default mode. Now, some of you, the default mode was, you know, was comfort, even if it wasn't healthy or even if it wasn't, you know, good for you. We tend to continue doing it because we form a habit out of it, right? We stay in that relationship, and then a year rolls around and 5 years, and we're thinking, well, I meant to leave 4 years ago, but here we are, right? Or it's that job that you stay in, but now you're doing something different with the education, and you are heading straight towards your Nine of Cups because you were brave enough, well, with the tower forced you, but you were also brave enough not to kind of go back and hang on to something that needed to crumble. So just to clarify that, you're definitely stepping into this, you know, empowering energy with double Kings here, Libra, regardless if you're female or male. So when it comes to finances, wealth, abundance, and career, you have the Anchor, you have the Hearts, and you have the, excuse me, the Eggs. So for some of you, there were a lot of blocks around money, around abundance. And some of you did feel very, very stuck. Okay, but I feel like there's a sense of stability within you on a deep spiritual level that you're taking care of. But on a physical level, it's like you are very stuck. So you're thinking, well, Melissa, how does that even align if I'm feeling stable internally? Because there were some subconscious energies that you were unaware of. And here it is. Subconsciously, there were some teachings or some lessons about self-worth, about, you know, abundance, about healing these things, about self-care, taking care of you, about, you know, compassion. And I feel like you understand why something needed to occur or to happen. And it's actually strengthened you spiritually, and it's strengthened that connection where now you're going to see physically that it starts to align. Okay, because yeah, you have here a recovery showing up. So financial recovery for some of you. I feel like some of you may even travel. Maybe this has to do with water as well, water related. But I feel like you're picking up Anchor here, and you are allowing yourself to move towards some sort of new abundance, new opportunity. That's why you have the Eggs, because the Eggs is about starting over. Not starting completely from, like I've been saying, ground zero or starting over from scratch. You're starting from experience. You have education here behind you. So you don't have to completely go back and start. You already have laid the groundwork, Libra. This is about you saving up. A lot of you may be setting the intentions of maybe saving a little bit more or to utilize the resources that you have. Some of you may be in the healthcare or insurance industry, but this is also about new opportunities coming in for you to be able to manifest these dreams. I feel like some of you, there's going to be a windfall. I'll go back to this here in a moment, but you had unexpected income that came out with overspending. So something that maybe you've overspent on, or maybe you've accumulated some credit card debt, or maybe you spent a little more over the holiday season. I feel like there could be some sort of unexpected income that comes in January that pays off something, or it helps you pay something that may have been a little bit more money than you had anticipated. But these came out together. So I feel like there's a wash, there's a balance. And it also kind of coincides with the temperance as well. Finding that balance. Now, you also have the heart card. Yeah, because you do have emotional spending. So some of you could have bought maybe more gifts than you wanted to over the holiday, or maybe you tend to spend more emotionally. Maybe you spend because it feels like it fills something within you. That could be what you're healing as well. And now that you are working more on self-love, that could be something that heals. You recover from that emotional spending. You're supported. And I feel for a lot of you, you're a counselor, a guide, or this is about you heading towards a job that you love. That's part of the wish fulfillment when it comes to career for a lot of you Librans. This is a job that you love, a job where you feel like you are able to counsel or, guide others, and that you're able to receive feedback. There's constructive feedback here, but I also get that you're supported on all levels. And that's what you're attracting. And that could be this mirrored energy in a sense of two kings showing up here for you. So beautiful. Any money blocks that you've had, you are working through in the month of January, because again, you're starting fresh. You're taking a deep dive into your belief systems, and you're saying, and I've been saying this in a lot of readings, I love this, you, instead of maybe setting all these new resolutions, you're telling yourself here, Libra, what can I stop? What can I continue? And what can I start? So what can you start doing, Libra? But first, before you start adding a bunch of new things, what do you need to stop doing? Stop procrastinating, or stop, prolonging the inevitable. Stop the negative self-talk, or whatever it may be that you don't want to do. You may be, setting up a list of the things you want to stop, the things you want to continue because they're working, and the things that you then have room to start. So I feel like you're definitely taking inventory of the heart, and you know that you're supported on all different levels because you have this spiritual toolbox here. But a lot of you, I feel like you may stop spending money on things that are not helping you, or things that maybe depleting you. Maybe you are going to stop saying yes when you really mean no. Maybe you're going to stop saying no when you really mean yes, right? Whatever it is that you are digging into, I feel like that's going to help you lift the anchor on some of the blocks that you may have had in the past. Now you also have here, Libra, you have a payday. So beautiful. There's a payday coming in. And again, some of you, this is an unexpected income, or you may get a little bit more money. There could be an increase this month for you. I feel like you are going to take that money, or that abundance, that resource, whatever there is a little bit of a surplus in, and you may be putting it towards something that educates you. You may be putting it towards, things that help you grow, help you learn, help you advance. Therefore, there's a reciprocated energy, right? You're putting your time, your energy, your money, your efforts into things where you get value back in return. And you also have background check. So perhaps some of you are going in for a loan, or you're applying for, a home. Maybe you are interviewing and you're looking for a new job. I feel like someone is looking into you because you have the goods, you have what they want. So there's something that you've captivated within someone else. So they're looking you up, right? I feel like you have some services, you have goods, you have talent, you have gifts, you have skills. And I feel like there's a background check happening here, maybe behind the scenes. And I feel like it's a wish come true, or a dream come true. with this Nine of Cups energy here, Libra, and it's going to bring in some unexpected income and possibly a bigger payday. Beautiful energy here, Libra. Now, when it comes to love, some of you, you're opening yourself up, even though we have the self-love, that's the motivating factor here. It's the underlying energy. Because you've done the healing work, you're raising your vibrations. I feel like you are knowing and understanding that now you are feeling more safe, because it says it is safe for you to love. And for some of you, you may have been in a situation where you didn't feel safe. You didn't feel secure. And what I mean by not feeling safe, it doesn't mean physically. I mean, some of you, yes, you could have been in a situation physically where it was not safe for you to be in. But this is safe mentally. It's safe spiritually. It's safe on all those levels. Because again, Libra, you don't just pick one of those things and say, I just need to be safe there, and then my scales will be balanced. That's not how it works for you. You need that balance on body, mind, soul, all different levels. And I feel like you are opening your heart now to give and receive the highest energy of all, because there's some deep healing work that you have done in the past. And look at that. I actually thought this was going to be the healing card because we pulled the top three, but this came out of nowhere and it's letting go. Look at that. Some of you, you were letting go of a person or a pain or a situation that may have been difficult. You've liberated yourself, said goodbye. Maybe there was some sort of closure or life lesson in love, and you've had to heal or recover from it. But now you're opening yourself up because it is safe for you to love, and you've done the healing work. You are lovable, Libra. You deserve love. And look at that. There's a target here. And I feel like she's ready to hit that target with, her arrow. She has it pulled back ready. So for some of you with this double king energy, I feel like you could be attracting more than one person, Libra. That you could have a couple of options, and you're narrowing it down here, and you're saying, okay, what type of relationship do I see myself in that makes me happiest, right? Maybe it's with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe it's with an earth sign. And I feel for a lot of you, you are attracting someone who compliments you, not someone who's, knows everything that you know. So it may not be this King of Swords, but it may be more of the King of Pentacles, where this person may kind of compliment you in areas where you lack, and vice versa. You can learn, you can grow from this union, from this relationship. And maybe for some of you, the two kings here have to do with a past person and a new person. And maybe that's part of the letting go. Wow, powerful messages here, Libra. You also have retreat and you have honeymoon. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now, some of you already have kind of disconnected here, or maybe you're in a little bit of that, I just want to travel or enjoy, the holidays, or enjoy my time feeling bliss, feeling good, feeling like I'm detoxing, and I'm just going to disconnect from society. I feel like you're doing what you need to do that feels best. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. You are doing what you need to do that feels best when it comes to self-love. You're taking care of you first and foremost. For those of you that are in a relationship, there could be a second honeymoon coming in here with the Judgment. There could be a retreat that you and your honey are going to, maybe a cruise as well. Maybe some of you are going to Paris or London or France, right? We see here that there's a beautiful ship traveling. I also see for those of you that have suffered in a relationship that was difficult, that you were abandoned, maybe you had to walk away from, someone walked away from you, you're finding a lot more peace and a lot more balance with the Nine of Cups here and the Temperance than maybe you thought you would. And that's a really beautiful thing, Libra. All right. Last but not least, we have, of course, just say yes. Say yes to the things that light you up. Say yes to the things that bring you happiness and that are creatively fulfilling, and the things that you want to learn, and the wishes that you want to manifest and bring down to reality. Just say yes, Libra. You have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. I love this. Some of you, you long to be maybe held, Okay, this could be held by a person. Maybe it's held by, Mother Earth herself, and just that deep embrace, that deep unconditional love. For others of you, I feel like you've undergone this deep healing process and you're coming out revitalized, replenished in the month of January. And again, that's part of you setting the groundwork for the rest of 2024, where you are filling up your reservoir tank that may have been very, very, very low on reserve. There's some sort of deep replenishment that's taking place, because I feel by the second quarter of 2024, maybe your April, May energy, I feel like you are reopening yourself up to the world, right? When the spring air starts to blossom, well, at least in the northern hemisphere, when things start to awaken, I feel like you are really excited about some really beautiful opportunities. And not that these things aren't coming in for you in January and February, but I feel like you're still working on, these wishes. And you're going to see some really beautiful things. But again, I keep getting that the bliss is going to show up for you many, many times. And March could be one of those months for you, Libra. You have the age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You are light. A lot of you Librans are light workers. And you may have been going through some difficulties, but not without a cause, right? It's because you are here to kind of uplift the energy of the planet. And in order to do that, you had to go through some major transformational shifts here on the earthly plane. You've been training for lifetimes. You're ready for the changes that are coming in. And lastly here, you have trust your path. And that's so important. Trust is such a vital piece of our soul's journey. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And we just talked about that in the heart card. You are supported. So now that you know you're supported and you're believing in it more and more and more, because belief is such an important factor, Libra. If you knew you were supported, what would you do? What would you do in your career? If you knew you could have the relationship that it was built on trust, on unconditional love, on support, on whatever the things that you're wanting, right? Take a look at your vision board. Take a look at, what you want to stop, what you want to continue, and the things that you want to embrace more of, right? What is it that you would do if you knew you were fully supported? Because Spirit's saying you are. And you're going to see evidence of this happening for you in the month of January. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. You haven't even touched, what's below the surface, because the more and more that you go below the surface, which you have self-love, you're going to see that more and more opportunities come in. They come flowing in, almost like a floodgate, where it may surprise you and shock you at the level of happiness and abundance and joy that shows up in your world, Libra, especially if you've gone through a lot and it's been a difficult couple of years, or for some of you, it's been 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and you started to lose belief that something was truly going to happen or manifest. 2024 is a year of wish fulfillment for you, and January is just the beginning. Beautiful energy here. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the growth of the channel, which I greatly appreciate. For those of you that would like to be entered into the free reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop the theme that resonated with you most in this reading. We pulled letting go. It was a little bit out of the blue, unexpected. Some of you, this is going to come in unexpectedly, where you start to release things that are no longer good for you, and it may even be easier than you think. Letting go, bliss, self-love. These are all underlying energies, as well as healing. And then a couple of your main ones here. You have education, you have spiritual toolbox, and then you also had detox. So Libra, whatever key themes show up for you. One, or if you have more than one, drop them in the comment section below the video to be entered into that free reading giveaway. Let me know which one you are being called towards at this time. Again, education, spiritual toolbox, self-love, detox, bliss, healing, and letting go. Thank you so very much, Libra, for your time, for your energy, for your support. Be sure to hit that subscribe and bell notification so you don't miss future readings. I will be putting out yearlies next week for you as well. Thank you so very much, Libra. Lots of love.